Your mom should buy like some Whataburger tracksuits. I think there was a pretty sweet sombrero. Welcome to the successor Iron Farm, known as Stormbreaker. This is a successor to, I'm not even going to say the Swedish word because I feel like I owe the Swedish people a apology for the way I pronounce the Swedish words. So let's just say Thor's Hammer. This Iron Farm is the successor to Thor's Hammer. This is an updated version of that. It's going to be cheaper. It's not going to contain glass. It's not going to contain magma blocks. It's not going to contain rails and hoppers. It's going to be the cheap version that you can build day one and get max rates with. You should be able to build this within the first day or two of playing on a world, on a server, on a realm, wherever. This, you won't have to visit the Nether. You won't have to visit the End. You don't need exotic or special blocks. There are a couple of villager workstations that require that. So if you want that particular type of villager, I'm thinking like things like cleric, where you would need a blaze rod. But if you don't want those types of villagers, then you can build this on day one. So there are going to be options in types of villagers, villager placements, collection systems. There's going to be options in that. Now, I know that you heard me say there's not going to be any glass, and you look directly behind me and you're like, oh, God, I can literally see like 1,000,000 blocks of glass. And I understand that. But this is the test version. This was so that I could see golems, I could see ingots flow by, I could see all the things that I needed to see. So let's jump into it. Now, step one in this Iron Farm is to build a 17 by 28 platform. Now let's count it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 17 by 28. Okay? Now what you're going to need to do is put in 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these are temporary blocks. But you're going to, on the 5th block, you're going to want to put another platform exactly like that one. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th block, one more platform. Ta-da! And these are temporary blocks, and I left them there just so you can see the spacing. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3 platforms, 17 by 28 each. Now on the bottom platform, we're going to come out by 3 exactly like that. And we're going to extend these rows all the way down. And remember, anything that we do on the left side, we're going to do on the right side. So extend these out and do 3 on the other side also. Okay, now it should look something like that. What you're going to need to do is put a lip all the way around. And this is going to hold the water for the collection system. Okay, now it should look a little something like this. And going to put a cap here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. On the 9th block, put it on the 9th block. So go in 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th block, raise it up by 1. Do that here. And then on the other end also. Okay. Looking good so far. Now, this is the first time where you really need to make a choice. Do you want your collection on this end or that end? And no matter which end you want it on, go ahead and punch out these center blocks. Now, you can put rails or hopper lines or a water flow system or whatever you want here. This farm is about choices. I'm going to use a water stream just to save on materials. Now, it won't save blocks, but it will save iron. It will save just resources like that. I consider blocks to be cheap. This can be made out of cobblestone. This can be made out of dirt. This can be made out of any block you want. It doesn't have to be smooth stone. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we did that correctly, it should line up with that. Exactly correct. Whoops. Now, all that is required here is one block. Like, you just need to have the water stream encased. But I'm going to highly recommend that you do the entire distance here. I don't want my cats or axolotls or ingots or anything getting out. So if you're really, really hard up for blocks and you're just like, oh God, I can't afford that. Okay, I understand. But otherwise, I recommend you spend the extra blocks. So now that should be complete. You put your water supply there. Excellent. Put you a temporary block, then a chest, then get you a hopper that goes into it. Now here's going to be something different. On most of my farms, I get a lot of comments, and it says, what about the cats? Why do you have to kill the cats? How can I save the cats? I can't stand all the cats screaming. That's the kind of comments I get. That's the comments you guys leave, okay? Now, I know I won't be able to open this chest. I understand that. If you want to open that chest, you're going to need to put one piece of glass there. So that is the one piece of glass you will need. What I have devised is, remember I said this farm was about choices? This is a choice for you. Do you want to kill the cats? Also notice that this farm will most likely spawn axolotls. So do you want to kill the axolotls? Put lava down here. Do you want to kill the cats? Put lava down here. Do you want to kill them but collect their drops? Put a magma block here. Put a hopper minecart underneath the magma block and you will collect the drops. If you don't care about the drops, put lava. If you want to collect the cats and the axolotls and do other things with them, then put nothing and then just come by every once in a while and break them out and rescue them and take them to your farm and have your kitty and axolotl farm. Okay? So the choice is up to you. I have decided a way for you to collect the cats, kill the cats, collect the string, whatever it is you want. I'm going to show how to collect the cats and axolotls. They will come down the streams. They will bounce around here for a few minutes, and then eventually they'll walk off and fall over there. You can put a trap door or something here. or a coral fan to make it a little easier for them to fall off. But eventually they'll bounce around and bump into each other enough and they'll fall off in here. Like I said, this farm is 100% about choices. Choices you make, choices that are right for you, choices that are right for your world. Now, it is time to add lava to this. Whoops, just a little too far there, buddy. So it goes lava, sign, sign, right here. The signs go here. And remember, everything that we do to this side, we do to the other side. Okay, now it takes 4 buckets of lava per killing area, and there are 4 killing areas, so it's going to take 16 buckets of lava. If you're really cheap, you can do it with 3, but there's a problem with doing that. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can put 1 there, and you can count in, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that will give you, see, the lava spreads all the way, and then you only have 1 space here, right? And you only have 1 space here. So a golem can't fit here without burning. So then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this lava spreads. Now this gives you an area that's a little too wide right here. So you're gonna need, you might get by with this occasionally, but occasionally a golem will fall in this spot and you won't be able to do it. So you will need a 4th bucket of lava. Now, ideally, you would just put lava all the way across, but we're trying to save resources. Now, once you have the bottom finished, it's time to move to the top. And what we want to talk about is the 3 levels here. So here we'll have a sign. Here we'll have lava and a sign, and then solid block. So you're going to want to go up 2, 2, 1, just like that. So do the bottom one first, like this right here, because you can do it while you're standing here like this, which is part of the reason why we haven't done water. But we also haven't done water because we haven't done beds yet. So place the water last. You will be much happier if you don't try to place all the water first, because it will be much easier for you to build. Water goes in after beds, but before villagers and workstations. And just like down below, we'll go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll spread like 3 blocks here. And then we'll go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just somewhere here in the middle, place the 4th block. You can do lava all the way across. It won't increase your rates. It will look cooler though. So we talked about why we're putting the lava where we put it. When the golems come here and die and the water pushes them off, we want a safe channel for the ingots to fall through. If we had lava here, just like we do there, the ingots would hit the lava. So now the ingots pass by the lava and then are swept underneath. So that is the lava placement. And you want to mirror it on the other side. I'm not going to make you watch that. I'll jump back when I'm done with that. Now, once completed, it should look something like this. But I want to talk about lava one last time, and then we'll never mention lava in this video again. Now, here's what I told you to do to save lava. But look how much better this looks. If it's just solid lava across, that looks 10 times better. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the lava looks so much better if you do it all the way across. Now, if you can't afford that, or your early game and stuff like that, I completely understand. However, lava is a renewable source now. You should be able to find a drip leaf or a drip stone, whatever I mean, and have a renewable lava source. So once you have a renewable lava source, you should come back and fill these in just for aesthetics. Beds. Where do the beds go? Now, this is really not hard to figure out, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways to figure out where the beds go in this farm. First thing you're going to need to do is, from the center, go, remember this is the center block, so count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on the 9th block, punch it out. And then continue 9 more blocks, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for a total of 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll know if everything is right with your farm if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should have 8 blocks on each end with 10 punched out in the middle. Now, there are 2 ways to tell which way is northwest. If you have a pumpkin, guess what? That is northwest. If you have a locator map, which is made with a regular map plus a compass, you can also tell directions. But like I said, first day, I want you to be able to build this. So use a pumpkin or use a locator map. Doesn't make me any difference. So that direction is northwest, just like the pumpkin told us. Now I want to talk about beds real quick. This is the northwest corner of this bed. And I want the northwest corner of every bed to be touching this block right here. This strip of blocks, I want the northwest corner of the bed to touch them. Does everybody understand that? So if your bed is facing this direction, the northwest corner is right here and would be touching this block. You understand that? The northwest corner of this bed is right here. So the northwest corner of this bed is touching this row of blocks. And this bed, the northwest corner, is touching these blocks also. So the northwest corner of your bed, it doesn't matter if you build this iron farm this direction, should touch the center row of blocks you just punched out. I can't make that any more clear. The northwest corner of the pillow of your bed needs to be touching the center row of this blocks. If you built your bed, your iron farm this direction, your beds would be like this. Let's say this is the punch out section and you built your iron farm the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? So the northwest corner would be right here. Do you understand that? So this bed would be correct. And then this bed would be correct. Because northwest corner would be right here. So it would be touching this row of blocks. Do you understand that? The northwest corner must be touching the row of punched out blocks. I want to say that one more time. The northwest corner of the beds needs to be in line with the blocks. So the northwest corner would mean this bed would go here. So we're going to punch out these 2 blocks. And we're going to punch out this block right here. Now you can build up from the floor or down from the top or however you want to, but build this pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, assuming you line this up correctly, the only thing you need to do to place your beds is simply put them on here. Just like this. It doesn't matter in what order. You can skip around if you like. You can do one side, then the other. Just whatever it is that you want to do. Go bananas. Place the beds this side, then this side, then this side, then this side. Place them exactly like this, and you will have no problems. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what order these beds go down in. Just put all the pillows in the center, and thumbs up to you. Now cover this up. Good news is that it's almost time to put the water in. Come down here. And this is why we didn't put the water in already, because it makes it so much easier in survival to not be being pushed around by the water. Now, this right here is going to be a temporary block. So I'm going to use these pumpkins to signify that this is a temporary block. Put these temporary blocks down. And this can be glass or dirt or gravel or solid blocks or any kind of blocks you want to, because like I said, just temporary. Come back and break these blocks out. And this is the optimal water flow for this farm. This gives you maximum spawn spaces. If you build an iron farm that has a drop chute with a trident killer or lava or something in the center of the farm, guess what? That's not a max rate farm. It doesn't have maximum spawning spaces, so it's not a max rate farm. I don't care what they told you the rates were. They're probably lying. They didn't test enough, or it's clickbait. If it has a hole in the center, it's missing spawning spaces. It's as simple as that. Add the water here along each side on the bottom. And the iron farm itself is complete. The only thing left to do is add villagers and workstations. Okay. Now, once you've decided where you're going to place your villagers, here's where I'm going to place mine. I'm going to come in just like this, right on top of that. I'm going to extend it by 1 or 2 like that. We're going to add that like that. I'm going to add that like that. Now, remember our center block. Now, our villager pods are going to be 3 wide. So the center of the farm should be in the middle of this pod. Oh, I guess I extended it 1 too many blocks. My bad. Okay. Come in and put 2 layers in front of this. Put the second one only if you plan on trading with these villagers any in the future. otherwise. Now, if you only use 10 villagers, you're going to need to put 3 pods on this end and 2 pods on the other end. That way they can still see all the beds. Put your workstations in here like this. Now, I like to put these blocks like this. I like to leave the workstations open so that I can use the workstations. Place 2 villagers. They should link to the beds and the workstations. They did. Excellent. We're going to come in and we're going to trade with the villagers. Okay, these guys want sticks. I only got emeralds. I should have gotten sticks. Okay. Where are the sticks? I'm going to leave this part in because they have added so much stuff and not put it in any kind of order. If anyone at Mojang sees this, I want them to understand that their order picking is something awful. So you only need to trade 1 time with each villager. And then they are done. Now, the key here to picking workstations, I want to cover that a little bit too, is to pick workstations that are easy for you to get. If you're only going to do 10 villagers, you only need 5 different workstations. If you're going to do the full 20, you need 10 different workstations. I would avoid things like the brewing stand, things like that, things that you aren't going to be able to get easily the first day. If you want to come back at a later time, you also can't repeat the workstations if you want it to remain unbreakable. If you don't care about that, if you think, oh God, I want these to be all librarians, if an update comes and it scrambles all the workstations, I'll deal with it then. Then thumbs up to you. That is your choice. This Iron Farm is about making choices. So if you want to do all librarians, then thumbs up to you. Okay. I'm not here to tell you how to play. If you want it to be unbreakable, you need 10 different workstations though. And you need to put half of them here and half of them down there. Oh, you can leave nitwits if you want to. But if you do 20 villagers, you can only have a maximum of 5 nitwits. If you do 10 villagers, you can only have a maximum of 2 nitwits. We are going to have no nitwits, so he had to go. And once again, just trade with these guys 1 time. We're not concerned with trading with them. If you want to make this a trading hall style iron farm, it is pretty set up for that. So, like I said, that is 100% your choice. Place your cauldrons down. I'll place it down right there. Yeah, I'll buy them pants, bro. I didn't know that villagers sold pre-dyed pants. Did you know that? Because I did not know that they sold pre-dyed pants. Once again, swap out your workstation for one you haven't used. I try to avoid the non-full block workstations because villagers tend to climb them a little bit and try to get out of their pods. If they do that, just put a block on top of their head or something. All right, the loom is out. Blast furnace in. And while we do have 10 villagers, as soon as I put these in, we won't actually start spawning iron golems yet because these villagers cannot see all of the beds. They can only see to about right here. So we don't actually have 20 claimed beds in the village. So that's a real problem. So we actually do need, if we're going to put them on the ends, you have to put them on both ends. If you're going to put them on the side, you most likely can just put them on one side if you want to, or you can put them on both sides. Let's trade these guys real quick. Now, if, like I said, if you wanted to trade with these guys, come in, do like this. Bunch of these blocks out. You can make this as fancy as you want to. Put some trap doors here. That way you wouldn't have to have that block in front of them. You could have a trap door. There's a lot of things you could do to spruce up your trading hall here to make it a little fancier. If that's what you want to do. This part is optional. The villager trading hall or non-trading hall or pods or however you want to place your villagers is one of the most customizable options of this farm. I once designed an iron farm that had a crop farm adjacent to it that built onto it. So that's an option. I don't want to go into that because I feel like this video is going to be long enough as it is. But let's do the same thing on the other end, and then we'll wrap this up. Now, real quick, now that I have that done, you notice I didn't trade with these two villagers. And I want to bring up an important point that let's say I can't make a particular workstation right now, but I want to in the future. I can put any workstation here I want to, and as long as I don't trade with these villagers, at a later time, I can always come back and do this. If I don't trade with these villagers, their trade isn't locked. So if I want to come back and do a mason, or I want to do a cleric or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can leave it until a different time to do the workstation. So like you aren't locked into doing it the first day. Make your workstations, place them down. If you don't want to lock their trades, then don't. You have time. Don't wait until an update and do it, but do it before the update. Give yourself a few days, like a week, whatever. But you don't have to lock their trades immediately, is the point of this story. Now, I am going to go ahead and trade with these guys and lock these trades, because I am going to provide this as a download for you, and I don't want there to be any problems. Look at there, and we're already spawning iron golems. I assume we've been spawning iron golems for a little while now. I just haven't been paying attention. Just to be honest, I ate dinner and took my sweet time doing stuff. I'm going to grab a piece of glass. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to break that. Look, see the cats, the axolotls, they're all fine. Guaranteed there's going to be some down here in the hole. See? They'll be fine. Everything is, all the animals are fine. See, we've been spawning golems for a little bit. I did pause the video and ate dinner and stuff in the middle of this, so Forgive me if things look a little glitchy right there during all the villager stuff, because I cut the video and my editing skills are not as good as they should be. But that is what the farm looks like. It is now complete. Clearly it's spawning golems. This will be made available for download. Now, we've come to the frequently asked questions portion of this video. And I want this to sum up a lot of the questions I normally get. And one of the biggest ones is about biomes. And so I thought I would write something for everyone so that everyone can understand where you can and cannot build an iron farm. Can you build it in the plains? Yes, but it's better if it never rains. Can you build it in the forest, the swamp, and even the mountains? Yes, it might even look better next to some fountains. What about the jungle or the snow? Of course you can. Now go, go, go. Can I build it in the ice? Why, yes, that would look rather nice. Is the desert a good place? I like the sand. Yes, and if you ask, I might lend a hand. Underground, will golems spawn there? They will, I swear, I swear. Mushroom Islands, will they do? Yes, and enjoy your tasty stew. Last and certainly least, the nether and the end. I'm sorry your iron farms won't work there, my friend. So that should clear that up. You can build it in forest, in plains, in snow, in the desert, in the ocean. You can build it underground. You can build it in the Mushroom Islands. You can build it everywhere. You can build an iron farm in every biome except for the nether and the end, because every time you load and unload, it scrambles the POI. So that's why you can't build that in the end and nether. Now, I'll have more about that in a next week or two. I've been doing a little bit of research about that. There may be some promising things about it. We shall see. But you can build it everywhere that's not the end and the nether. So thumbs up to that. Another common question is, can I build it with 10 villagers? Yes, you can build it with 10 villagers. Do I need to build it out of smooth stone? No, you can build it out of any solid block you want. Up to and including, what am I going to say? Sea lanterns. Sea lanterns are spawnable. Glowstone, glass, not spawnable. Can I make it out of slabs? No, it needs to have a solid block to spawn on. Can I use one of the nether wood fence gates? Yes, you can substitute the signs for nether wood fence gates. In previous videos, I mentioned don't use farmers, don't use fishermen, and don't use librarians. Well, that's no longer the case, because here's the problem. Rain stops all villagers from working now. So feel free to use any type of villagers you want. That should clear that up. People are going to ask about that. What else would you ask about? Oh, this person, let's say, I don't know his name or her name. Insert the person whose name you want to say here, said that their farm gets whatever imaginary number they want to say. If it's above 400, well, guess what? That's not true. They are not testing adequately. They are giving you clickbait numbers, or they're just lying. I mean, clickbait is a lie. I mean, let's just be honest. Clickbait is a lie. So if they're claiming a number higher than about 400, they're lying. It's simple as that. No iron farm I've ever tested or seen has done more than about 385 to 390. That's where they max out per village. Theoretically, they could go as high as 404. If you can figure out how to have 6 layers, you could do 411, theoretically. But that's where it caps out. So no one is doing 500 or 600 or 450 or any other imaginary number above 400. Let's see. What else? Oh, can I change the collection system? Yes, you could. Like I said, you can use hopper lines or mine carts or whatever you want to use down there. I guess that's it. If there are any other additional questions, you can contact me at my Discord. Link right here on the screen and link down in the description. I will turn on comments because I have found some new YouTube apps that I use that actually allow me to use dark mode in YouTube Studio. So looking at comments doesn't burn my eyeballs out of my sockets. So comments will be enabled. It's still not the best way to get help. I will turn them on if you have a comment. If you need help, the best place to get help is on, of course, Discord. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope this farm is everything you hope it to be. I thought it was a good successor to the Thor's hammer. It requires less exotic materials, no glass, none of that. Oh, one last thing. Let's get to it. Even though this won't really help you in the current update, you should still build a lightning shield. And here's where I would build it if I was you. And I would just come out like this and cover the villagers. Lightning seems to strike entities no matter how deep they are, so there's really nothing I can do for you other than tell you to put a lightning rod on this. Also, cover everything with slabs and carpet and whatnot, so you don't get zombies, or put torches or whatever your favorite mob proofing is, especially in areas where they can reach the villagers. So torches, slabs, lightning rods, this lightning shield. Do it on both ends. And there isn't an exact number. I think I did 5 on down there, so I'm going to do 5 here. And cover your villagers. Now, chances are your villagers are going to get struck by lightning. That is just the reality of the current update. When they added lightning rods, they broke something in lightning. So maybe that won't be relevant in an update or two. But let's hope they fix that soon. Because I know people who've had their wool farms struck. I know people and the wool farms are underground. I know people who've come back to iron farms full of witches. Lightning is a severe problem in this current update. So the iron farm is now complete. I will have more tutorials about iron farms, especially stacked iron farms. But this is it uses a lot of blocks. I'm not going to lie, but it is the simplest max rate iron farm you can build. Thank you for watching. Look, it's our little friend axolotl. And like I said, if you need axolotls, guess what? This farm spawns axolotls. Look at that. Oh, so cute.